Any of you seen Coming to America? That Eddie Murphy movie with Arsenio Hall?
I am very happy to be here!
Remember the McDonald's ripoff restaurant McDowell's? Yeah, it makes you wonder what other geniuses out there did this with other major brands, right? Hello, wonderful people of YouTube, the Geeky Informant reporting, and I've compiled 10 of the most outrageous ripoffs to major brands. Just don't go showing these to grandma when you're asking for the newest Xbox or PlayStation. So starting at number 10, we've got the iDong. Now with this product, it feels like they weren't sure which of the two major companies, Apple or Microsoft, they wanted to rip off. So why not both? The iDong, aside from having an absolutely hilarious name, is trying very hard to rip off the Kinect. Apparently though, it's not all that bad. However, because it uses IR lights and an accompanying controller, its motion sensor works more like the Wii. At number 9, we've got the Neo Double. Remember the design of the first Nintendo DS revealed at E3 2004? Ever wished you could get that exact version of the DS?
Well, the wait is over. This is Nintendo DS.
Well, sorry, it doesn't exist, but you know it does exist. The Neo Double. This exciting ripoff not only strikes a similar appearance to the E3 DS, but also only has one functioning screen. Yeah, you heard right. The bottom one is just for show. But what about the graphics? Pure, unadulterated LCD graphics with a backlight for added measure. Boy, gets you excited for what's next in this list, right? At number 8, we've got the South Butt. Frustrated with his classmates' sheep-like following for the popular clothing line The North Face, 18-year-old college student Jimmy Winkleman started his own business, the South Butt LLC, and for 2 years he posed no real threat. It wasn't until August 14, 2009 when a letter was sent to him from a lawyer from the North Face, writing about consumer confusion and sponsorship problems from the fact that their logos look similar. Winkleman's attorney Albert Watkins stated that he is compelled to respectfully disagree that the South Butt would in any way give rise to confusion on the part of any person. The case didn't gather enough momentum to get to court, so the situation just kind of fizzled out. At number 7, we've got Michael or Weichel Alone. I'm honestly not even sure what this company wants to even call itself. One thing's for sure, I'm sure McDonald's served as some kind of inspiration for this company. Turns out McDonald's ripoffs are very common in Southeast China. The idea for the creative logo, you ask? Well, fun fact, the owner of the company is actually Wario. At number 6, we've got the Batman. Speaking of ripoffs that can't make up their mind, check this out. The Batman. It looks like an Xbox, has PlayStation style controllers and a Famicom cartridge, and it's named after a comic book character. You know the saying, kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Try kill 4 copyrighted brands with a disturbingly realistic gun that is conveniently included. You may see it marketed as the Extreme Box if it wasn't obvious enough which of the 4 companies inspired their clever console design. At number 5, we've got Pizza Huh? Yes, all these ripoffs actually exist. No, they are not typos on my end. Even though I swear some of these brands do look like a very bad typo. Here's another straight out of the golden land of ripoffs, China. This fake Pizza Hut, whose owner has trouble hearing, exists in a country where people have come up with a way to build a special 3-foot food tower out of cucumbers and carrots so they can maximize the one trip only rules at actual Pizza Hut buffets. Be careful, Pizza Hut. Pizza Huh? Is trying to take you down. At number 4, we've got OFC. You know what's one thing these ripoffs are lacking? Some good old-fashioned racism. Back in October of 2011, this KFC ripoff in Beijing made itself known as OFC, for Obama Fried Chicken. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Look, the last thing you want to do as a ripoff company is attract too much attention, and believe me, naming your fried chicken brand after America's first African-American president will attract plenty of attention.
Photos of the sign have spread all over the internet and gained coverage from international media. The shop has renamed itself UFO in fear of legal repercussions from KFC. They took down the sign completely last night due to pressure from local authorities, according to its 21-year-old shop owner, Zhu Baolai.
At number 3, we've got the Wee Wee. I don't blame you guys if you can't contain your laughter. These guys are comedic geniuses. Another ripoff straight from China. The game runs on cartridges rather than DVDs, and comes with a Wii Wiimote and a Wii pad. All your favorites, golf, bowling, tennis, and boxing, are presented in glorious 20-bit graphics. Basically, graphics better than a Super Nintendo, but worse than a PlayStation 1, and are controlled in much the same way as the Nintendo Wii, minus a nunchuck attachment. And number 2, we've got the Chintendo V. So the Wii Wii didn't convince you enough, huh? Want a console with a nearly inoperable remote control along with horrendous motion control? Want a knockoff Wii Sports packed with the console? Well, if you answered yes to these questions, I've got just the things for you. The Chintendo V, along with an admission to your nearest insane asylum. The most complicated games that you'll get here are Arkanoid clones, sprite-based fishing games, or ping pong. It also has a game called Fry Egg where you can figure it out. And at number 1, we've got the Polystation. And we end this list with the granddaddy of all clone consoles, the Polystation. Despite its appearance, it's actually just an NES clone and, once again, has no disk drive or capability of playing PlayStation games. Some Polystations came with a game cart slot, but most just had games pre-installed. However, these games were typically hacked, so they weren't even legit games. The worst part is that you know how the PlayStation got better with each newer version? The Polystation did the exact opposite, with the Polystation 3 only playing horrible in-screen LCD games. If you found this video interesting and want more, all I ask is that you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Also, if you guys have any ideas for top lists, please leave a comment or send me a tweet. And if there's enough information on the topic, I'll definitely consider it and give you a shout out for it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, stay informed, my friends.